One of the oldest languages in North America and one rooted in Native American history is called Hantok. It's a form of sign language that dates back as far as the 16th century, but now it's in danger of being forgotten forever.
Language defines who we are as a nation.
Hantok was observed nearly 2 centuries before American Sign Language came to be what it is today. For many Native people, it's for more than just the hearing impaired. It's been a part of their culture and a way of communication that's aided in traditional speaking for centuries.
As a young person, I grew up learning sign language from my father and my grandmother.
The application was a challenge at first, but then something clicked for Lanny.
I had, a limited vocabulary, but then I realized later on that it was interactive learning. So you were interactive, you were doing some activity, you associated that movement with a word.
It not only made sense, but also proved its importance. It provided a way for different tribes to connect, even when they didn't speak the same language.
We would have a common reference to nature, like buffalo, we would know that. Or for deer, even for Billings here. Billings historically was called Amalabashkwa, where they cut wood.
The language is being forgotten, though, and there's estimated to be less than 50 fluent speakers amongst the Montana tribes.
It's isolated, but it's not totally vast, or it's not totally known. There are pockets of where people are very effective and fluent in it.
Railbird has traveled around the surrounding states and even into Canada in an effort to keep the language alive.
Over there in Poplar, they utilize some resources that I developed with Nakona and Dakota for vocabulary acquisition, and it just complements some of their overall language acquisition at an early stage.
The teaching of the language is implemented in a specific way to aid in language acquisition.
Signing, getting the motions, being able to listen to the word, the native word, then practicing it interactively with the signs, going on to conversation.
Railbird is consistently on the move, but teaching is something he's passionate about continuing. And with that travel comes more exposure.
To spread the awareness means that it would be taught and complement other language acquisitions.
Hantok, a language Lanny hopes is part of the future and not just a memory of the past. In Billings, Phil Van Pelt, MTN News.